So hi, I'm David.
And I'm Gail.
And here we are once again on our Via Francigena travels.
Once again, it's Monday morning and this is day one of the walk. We are standing outside the Cathedral of Fidenza. And those of you who are really observant will recognize this building because at the beginning of each of our vlogs, there's a little square that travels across. It's a picture of David and I, and that was us in front of this same building about a year ago.
Yes. And here we are a year later. Last year we just finished walking through the flatlands of the Po Valley. Now from Fidenza onwards we're going to be heading into the hills of Tuscany. And while because we come from a sort of a flatland territory in Winnipeg, we're more or less used to walking on the flats. The hills of Tuscany are a little bit different. So this is supposed to be a challenging day for us. So we're anxious to see how it works out.
Please wish us luck. We've got our fingers crossed.
Right, that's for sure. Okay, let's head off, Gail.
Sure.
Okay, we'll see you soon.
Onward.
Bye-bye.
Well, David and I found this nice little campsite, and here we've got water. It doesn't say it's not potable. It's provided by the region of Parma. They bring you good cheese. They must bring you good water. Here's hoping. Whoa. And if you don't hear from us, you'll know not.
So here we are at the summit of the highest hike today. It's kind of a, well, we're about 17 kilometers into the trail right now, and we've done I think the worst of it, and we got one quasi good climb coming up, but mostly it's downhill from here, which is kind of nice. Anyways, that's the valley that you see down below there. That is actually the Po Valley. And Fidenza, where we left, is down in that valley. So we have climbed quite a bit over the past 16 or so kilometers.
Well, David and I have just completed the second longest incline of the day, actually the second big incline of the day, well, here we are at the top. It was made all the harder by construction, something that, you know, couldn't have been foreseen in the books or in the literature. Over here we've got this lovely green valley that we came from, and you can see this kind of lumpy material. It's really a very heavy clay, and we think that they're making a road, and you will have seen some footage of the man who was excavating it. It must have been at least a half an hour of a fairly steep incline. We're going now this way. We're on a spine right now, but we're going to be going into the valley over there, and that's where we will be spending the night. So everything from now on is pretty much a decline. So we look forward to that. We feel we have earned our reward. It's supper time near Medesano in the Ari Hotel where we stayed. I had the caprese salad.
And I did as well.
And I had the turkey stew.
And I had a starter of the seafood in rice dish. And then I also had a second course, secondi, of it was a sausage with a very spicy bean sauce as well. And the meal also included wine, a glass of wine with it. It's all pretty inclusive, and coffee as well. And I guess if you could judge a restaurant by the number of locals that were there, that go to it, then this one was a very good restaurant because it was just packed with locals. Okay, so here we are again. This is day 2 of our walk.
It is, yes.
And well, it was a pretty good night, I think. We're at the Ari Hotel, which is just it's a roadside hotel, and it comes by the roadside moniker fairly honestly because it was quite a hectic yesterday arriving here on the highway.
It was. We're going to try to avoid it as much as possible, and who knows, maybe there are fewer cars right now, although I would imagine at 8:30 in the morning, it's high traffic time.
That's right. So yeah, so as Gil mentioned, we do have we discovered maybe what we think is a different route going, which will take us from here to Medesano, which is back where we connect up with the trail again, the Francigena trail, and it seems to be quieter roads, back roads. So it'll avoid, except for about 400 meters, it'll avoid the very, very busy roads.
It was hair raising.
Yeah.
It was horrible yesterday.
Yeah. With and unfortunately, of course, there's no curbs at all. It just there's the road, and then there's a steep incline. So you pretty much just have to stop to let the traffic pass, and there was a lot of it. So
Right. In these kinds of walks, you get into situations, they might actually be on the trail itself or just off the trail when you go to accommodations, where you're in the middle of it and you just have to see your way through no matter how tough it is.
yeah. And you'll notice from our garb that it's raining out right now. So we're hoping that it was just overcast when we woke up, but it just started raining. So we've got most of our rain gear on right now. We'll see how well it performs.
The good news is we're only walking 16 kilometers
Today.
or so today.
Yeah,
So we'll see. It's going to be interesting because it's going to be a kind of a bed and breakfast situation. We're not sure if the family speaks English or French, but we're going to be in a situation where we're eating with the family, which is lovely. But we'll see.
Sure.
We'll see how it goes. Yes.
Okay, so lots to look forward to today, I think, and hopefully there's still about 400 meters of elevation gain, and I assume some loss as well along the way. So lots of uphills and downhills. Hopefully it doesn't get too slippery with all this rain. Time will tell, though. So
It will. Okay.
time to get on with the journey.
Onwards.
Okay, see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.